He told me he was at the gym, but his fitness tracker told a very different story. If you told me a $90 fitness watch would end my 3-year relationship, I probably would have laughed. Now I want to frame it and hang it on the wall like the hero it is. Let me set the scene. My name's Kelsey. I'm 28, live in Tampa, and I was dating a guy named Mark, 32, personal trainer, protein shake addict, the whole package. The kind of guy who said things like leg day is sacred and called almond butter a lifestyle. We met at a boot camp class. He complimented my squat form and made a joke about spotting me anytime, and I tragically found that charming. Fast forward 3 years. We're living together. Sharing a dog. We even had a joint grocery budget and a shared Google Calendar. I know, don't say it. Everything felt stable. Until last month. Mark had recently gotten this new smart fitness band, some knockoff Fitbit looking thing he found on sale. Tracks steps, calories, sleep, GPS, the works. I got one too so we could do challenges together. Cute, right? We synced them through this app so we could cheer each other on. At first, it was wholesome AF step goals, shared heart rate laughs, middle of the day you're crushing it messages. But then came Thursday. Mark said he was going to the gym at 6:30 p.m. Told me he had a heavy back day planned. Said he'd be home late. Cool. I stayed home, made dinner, threw on some trash TV. Around 8:15, I opened the fitness app. Just to check how many calories he'd burned. He liked it when I hyped him up, and I was gonna send a "you beast flexed biceps" text. Except, there was no workout. No heart rate spike. No gym location. No activity at all since 6:41 p.m. But there was movement. And it wasn't toward the gym. It was across town. To a residential address. At first, I was like, okay, maybe he stopped by a friend's place. But then I zoomed in. The address? I recognized it. It was his ex's place. Yeah. Brianna. The same Brianna who moved out of state and wasn't in his life anymore. The same Brianna he told me was toxic and manipulative and not worth even thinking about. I stared at the GPS trail like it was the Zapruder film. He parked. Stayed in the same location for an hour and 43 minutes. No steps. No movement. Just stationary. You want to know the real punch to the gut? The sleep tracking kicked in at 8:56 p.m. right there. As if his heart rate dipped into light sleep mode while still at Brianna's house. I closed the app. I didn't say anything that night. I just sat in bed next to the dog, scrolling through every moment I ever doubted myself and thinking, how long has this been going on? So I didn't say anything that night. I just watched him. Watched him walk in at 9:41 p.m. like nothing happened, gym bag slung over his shoulder, hair still damp, probably from a shower, but not at the gym, smiling like he hadn't just spent nearly 2 hours stationary at his ex's house. Back day was brutal, he said, cracking his neck. Feel like I got hit by a truck. You sleep okay last night? I asked, real calm. Not really. Why? Your tracker said you went into light sleep mode at 8:56. Y'all. His face. He blinked, then blinked again. That's slow. Oh no, she knows blink men do when the game is over. What do you mean? He said, trying to play dumb. So I opened the app, pulled it up, showed him the full timeline, the location log, the heart rate chart, the screenshot I'd already saved in case he tried to gaslight me. I checked your stats, I said. You didn't go to the gym. You drove across town. And you slept at Brianna's house. He didn't deny it. He didn't even try. He just sat down. Real slow. Like his legs stopped working. Kels, listen. It's not what you think. Oh really? Then what is it, Mark? Did you fall asleep on her couch in your gym clothes while talking about deadlifts and healing crystals? Silence. Then he started with the speech. We've just been texting a little. It wasn't physical at first. I was confused. I didn't plan to go over there. I swear, cheaters love that one, I didn't plan it. As if tripping and falling into your ex's bed is a completely normal cardio alternative. At this point, I was done. But I wasn't finished. Because earlier that day, I'd found something else. Remember that fitness tracker app? Turns out it logs everything. Including sleep sharing. Yeah. Apparently when two people use the same app and sleep within a certain proximity for a certain amount of time, it creates a shared rest session. Like a couple's badge. Like a digital alibi for intimacy. And guess what? Brianna was still connected to his profile. He never removed her after they broke up. So when I tapped on sleep sharing history and scrolled through the archive data, I found 3 previous nights they'd spent together in the past 2 months. All hidden in the fine print. All timestamped. All with her username. I told him. Showed him. He didn't even try to deny it. Just sat there, head in hands, whispering. I messed up. No S***T, Mark. I told him to get out, pack his things, take his fake protein powder, his aloe vera shampoo, and his lying-ass fitness band with him. He asked if we could talk more in the morning. I laughed. Oh, we'll talk. But it'll be through Venmo when I request my half of the rent. Later that night, I did something petty. I won't lie. I updated his profile bio on the fitness app before he could delete me. It now reads, heart rate spikes when lying. Sleeps with his ex-personal trainer in cardio and betrayal. Then I unmatched him on everything. Blocked his number. And made my own TikTok. Just a screen recording of his tracker data. With a caption. He said he went to the gym. His heart rate said he was lying in bed with his ex. Never trust a man whose fitness watch has better memory than he does. Yeah. It blew up. So after the TikTok blew up, like 200k views in a day level blew up, my DMs started flooding. Some people were asking what brand the fitness tracker was, lol, shout out to SleekFit for accidentally being the whistleblower of the year. Others were sharing their own fitness watch betrayal stories. But the best part? I started getting messages from other women. Women who had dated Mark. Hooked up with him. One girl said he had offered her private training sessions 2 weeks ago. While we were still living together. I made a Google document. I'm not even kidding. Titled it Mark Receipts, Community Edition. 5 entries in the first 24 hours. 8 by the end of the week. He was everywhere. A gym whore with the emotional integrity of a salad crouton. But here's where it gets really good. So apparently, one of Mark's clients, he's a personal trainer, remember, saw the TikTok and recognized him. Then sent it to their gym's owner. And that gym? Had a strict no-drama policy. Mark wasn't just a trainer, he was a contracted brand ambassador for them, meaning his personal image reflected on their business. So they cut ties. I found this out from his coworker who messaged me anonymously and said, "Girl, he got dropped today. You may have ended his fitness career, but honestly, thank you. You're welcome, babe." Now you'd think this would be the end of it. A man gets caught cheating via GPS and heart rate monitor, loses his job, becomes a viral meme. Seems like the logical place to stop. But not Mark. Because 2 weeks after going fully off the radar, he tried to rebrand. He made a new Instagram. New handle. Black and white profile pic. Emo quotes in the bio like, "Growth hurts. So does betrayal. I'm healing." And the name? @the real Mark Fit. Sir. You are not the real anything. He posted this long-winded apology video, shot in his car, starting with a deep sigh like he was about to confess to war crimes. He never said my name, but everyone in the comments knew. He said he'd lost someone amazing, that lies have a way of coming out, and that technology is a blessing and a curse. Nah, bro, technology just exposed your trash behavior. So how did I respond? I didn't. But the internet did. And my favorite comment of all time? From a random girl I've never met. Next time you say you're going to the gym, make sure your wrist doesn't tell on your DK ***. These days, I'm good. Better, even. I'm focusing on me. I kept the dog. I changed my locks. I joined a new gym. Started running again, not from a man, but toward myself. And I still wear the fitness tracker. Not to check on anyone else. Not to track his steps. But to remind myself. If your heart rate spikes when you're with someone, it better be from love. Not lies.